You live in an area where you're sharing space with somebody constantly. You're probably gonna be talking to this person. Doesn't mean you have to fuck them, and it doesn't mean that anything is inappropriate happening. Like, do we have any evidence that any of these people are random people? I thought most of these people are like celebrities. They're probably sharing space. There's not just a random. If he was meeting like a 13-year-old on Tinder and inviting her, that's really fucking weird. Yes. If you're at your son's birthday party and there's a 14-year-old girl there, any conversation with them should be super short. It's pretty weird. I would assume that you were a kitty fucker. Like, if you're saying shit like this, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, oh, hey, like, I can't talk to you too long. Can you please go find your parents? Like, my erection is throbbing. I can't help myself. Like, yeah, that's weird, bro. You are weird. Holy shit. I would say with 100% certainty that if you would see a message like that and assume that there is a 99% or higher chance that it's a weird message, you are a pedophile. That would just be full stop. It's the easiest thing I would ever say in my entire life. You're just a pedophile. And don't they also have like some overlap in terms of like Drake was an actor on these shows? So it even makes sense there, right? What didn't he do Degrassi or some bullshit? So, oh my God, I'll die on this hill. I don't give a fuck, okay? Are you actually endorsing mid-20s guys regularly texting with 13-year-olds? As a rule, probably not. But in some areas where you have a ton of overlap and like similar like shared stuff, it might happen. Yeah, it depends on the scene. Destiny, is it that hard to just not text kids as an adult? It shouldn't matter that much. If you can't find yourself texting with a child without wanting to f them, that's a you problem, pedophile. What if Drake was inviting underage girls to his birthday parties? It would depend. If Drake had a birthday party and he invited 3 girls over and they were 18, 15, and 14, that would be really fucking weird. If Drake had a birthday party and he invited 3 underage girls and there were also like 150 other guests, probably wouldn't be weird at all. Just depends. I need to cut it short. Jesus Christ, there's something that I'm talking to my kids' friends about for more than a few sentences, not because I have to, because of how it happens. Let's say you've got a kid who's like 13 or 14 and one of their friends is like chatting with you because you're like in the living room and they bring up something like, oh yeah, like this blah 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 at school or whatever, even if it's about like a dating thing, like, oh, like I think this boy's like hitting him, he's really weird, would you say like, sorry, I can't have that conversation with you, I don't want to shove my down your 14-year-old throat, so I actually can't have this conversation, you need to get your parents immediately because I'm about to you. Is that what you say? Can you walk me through what that conversation looks like? Or is it like when they start talking to you, did the eyes glaze over and then you have like the exploding pants and the dick just comes out immediately and you're like jumping on the, like, what does that conversation look like that you can't control yourself for more than, do you warn them like, hey, I've got about 50 words that I can say here before you become a statutory rape victim? Or what? Like, I'm just curious what the environment looks like. I want to know. I want you to tell me. I don't even know what this means. He met her when she was 14? What does that mean? Like they went out on a date when she was 14? Or he met her at a party? These are celebrities. You're meeting a ton of people in different areas that are famous, whether they're young or old. Like, what does it mean you met at 14? What does that even fucking mean? This isn't the take to die on. There is so much... Hold on, I'm banning you too. But before I ban you, I'll read your message. Make fun of you. This isn't the take to die on. There is so much more evidence you haven't seen yet for you to already be defending him for no good reason. I'm not defending Drake, you retarded knuckle-dragging dipshit fucking moron. I don't know. Drake might be a pedophile and he might fuck kids. I just haven't seen any evidence of it yet. I don't give a fuck about Drake. I don't know anything about him. I don't care about him. Okay? I don't fuck with light skins like that, okay? I don't fuck Canadians like that, okay? I don't fuck with girl rappers, okay? I exclusively listen to Eminem, Vanilla Ice, and Uncle Adams, all right? And sometimes when I'm feeling really edgy, Immortal Technique, all right? The last one is weird, right? Reaching out to a random 16-year-old girl on Instagram. I don't know. If she was the most popular Instagram, I don't know. Here, how about this? This is what I don't do, okay? This is what I don't do. I don't do this. I don't do the, isn't it weird? I don't do the, it's kind of weird, right? Or like, isn't it kind of strange? I don't do that. Show me like one credible thing. And then we'll be like, okay, cool. That's not good. Why not like a credible thing? But like, I feel like I heard this shit about Drake like 3 years ago and I tried to like Google around and dig and it just felt like a bunch of random bullshit. Like, I feel like if he's out here f***ing kids, I feel like we'd have something a little bit more solid than like he texted a girl and said, I miss you, or FaceTimed a chick who was 19 or something. I don't know. No girl would try to expose him at all. Well, like, and the issue too is that like, imagine also, if you're f***ing like a 16-year-old girl, this is like the most leaky f***ing person in the universe. You know she's telling every single f***ing friend she has at high school. You know she's telling every single f***ing person that'll ever like listen to her. Like, how could he be f***ing all these high school girls and it hasn't leaked a single time? There's no shot. You know that any message that he's sending to any of these girls, she's shipping around to like 15 other friends at least.